Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome those of you that are watching on the replay. Those of you that are watching on the internet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, ladies, stylists. How are you? I want to ask you a question for those of you who are watching me live. Those of you that are watching me on the internet. Welcome, Colleen. Um, what does success mean to you? I want you to think about that as I go forth. And I'm going to introduce myself to those of you that may or may not know me. I am Coach Linda Hillman. Sorry, I took a bite of a Kind bar before I came on. I am Coach Linda Hillman. I am a transformation empowerment coach, which means I help you get from the pain of your past to your purpose, and I do it intentionally because only those that can see the invisible can achieve the impossible. So you must be who you are, right? You can't be anything else. And so I was thinking about this. My juice fast went wonderful. It was good. November 21st or 22nd was the last day. And I am actually, after Christmas, going to try to do a 45-day juice fast. So the first week of January, going on a 45-day one, because I think it's cool. I think it's going to be great, and I really enjoyed it. And and it's not going to be a complete juice fast. It's going to probably be breakfast, lunch, and then I'm gonna eat a small healthy dinner. But yeah, so that's going to be great. So I'll be scoping about that too. But I want to talk today about what does success mean to you. And I want to talk about it not from like a business standpoint, because we all, when you say success, everyone thinks, entrepreneur, business, this, that, the other, job. But I want to talk about success in every area of your life. Success in your relationships, success in your personal life, success in your spiritual life, success in your emotional life, in your physical life, every aspect of your life. Are you successful? Because most likely, if you are not successful in every area of your life, then you're not happy. Because there's always something lagging. There's always something falling short. And so I want to just kind of talk about this a little bit. And I want you to envision what success looks like to you. In every area of your life, what does it look like? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, socially. What does it look like? Vocationally. What does success look like to you? I want you to envision it. I want you to allow yourself to live in that moment. I want you to really understand what success means. Because until you can really understand what success looks like in every area of your life, you can't determine what's holding you back from that. You can't determine what you're doing that is limiting you from getting or obtaining the success that you want. And then what you're going to find out once you envision what everything is, what success really looks like to you, once you start to envision it, what's going to stand out is the one main reason that's holding you back. And believe me, we want to say it's a lot of little things, but really it's just one main thing. And that one thing, if you work on that one thing, you will start to see success. You will start to see your confidence build. You will start to see you making better choices, better decisions, and starting to feel more fulfilled. But you got to get rid of that one obstacle. You need to change the way that you think. You got to change your mindset. You got to change the way that you think. You got to change the way you perceive things. You got to change your focus. If you focus on something that you don't want, that's what you're going to attract to you. Because why? You're focused in on that. And there is so much power in what I'm saying right now. Hey, welcome, BMT. There's so much power in that, and we don't really get it, because if you're a single woman and you don't want to marry a drug addict, you say, I want to get married, but I don't want to marry a drug addict. Even that statement puts the emphasis on drug addict, right? And so the next few days, next few months, the next few years, you meet men that struggle with drugs. They may not be drug addicts, but they take drugs, or they have a drinking problem. They have some kind of addiction in their life. And it's because you have attracted that by what you were saying. So we need to understand that our words do have power. Our words, our thoughts. Your thoughts become your words, become your actions. Your thoughts become your words, become your actions. Your thoughts become your words, become your thoughts, become your words, become your actions. What you think about is what you'll talk about, and what you talk about is what you will do. What you think about is what you'll talk about. What you talk about is what you do. So you don't understand the cycle that you're in, because you're thinking that all of this stuff is happening to me, but you're actually making it happen. You're creating space for it because you won't change your mindset. You have to shift your mind. You have to shift your thoughts. You have to actively pay attention to the things that you fear. Because those things come out when you talk. Those things come out when you are sitting in your room or sitting at your desk alone, and you are trying to figure out what you're going to do next. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay this bill, and how you're going to... Will this be YouTube? Will this be on YouTube? You know what? I probably should. I should start posting things on YouTube. I think I will. So yes, it will be on you. So you want to make sure that you get this and you start to really think about what it is that you're doing, because as you sit there and you focus in on, okay, let me understand what my real fears are here. Why am I afraid to move forward? What you're going to find out is that the thing that you think you're afraid of is not it. What you're really afraid of is succeeding. What you're really afraid of is failing. What you're really afraid of is being like your mom, being like your dad, being, there's some underlying thing. And so we're making decisions based on what we think we're afraid of, but that's not really what we're afraid of. That's not what's really... Thank you so much, Colleen. That's not what's really keeping us from achieving our goal. What's keeping us from achieving our goal is that root problem. And so that's why you have to pay attention to what you're afraid of, because when you really start paying attention, and then you say, okay, this is what I'm afraid of, so what? This is what I'm afraid of, so what? And then you say whatever the next statement is, you're going to drill it down to what the root is. And then you're going to find out that this thing that you said you were afraid of really isn't what's keeping you and holding you back. It's it might be something from your childhood. It might be something from, as a teenager, it can go back for years, and it's something that it happened over here, but you don't realize that this right here stems from this that happened over here. Your decisions that you're making over here actually come from a situation that happened way back when, or a situation that you're not tying together. Hey, Erica, how are you? A situation that you're not tying together. And so you think you're making these decisions based on what's going on around you. But what you're really doing is you're making decisions based on something that occurred in your life that you haven't connected with the here and now. Okay? So you got to pay attention to what you say you're afraid of. And not allow those fears to hold you back. Dr. Susan Jeffers says, feel the fear and do it anyway. Most times when you get into that situation, what you find out is that you have the power. You have the power to overcome anything and everything that tries to act like it's going to be an obstacle in your life. You have the power to overcome it. We don't utilize that power. One of the exercises I use in coaching is I tell people to stand up, get into a powerful position, stand with their feet firmly flat on the ground, align that spine, get everything aligned, feel that power, feel that courage, feel that confidence, and say, I have the power, as loud as you can. You don't understand how freeing that is. You say, oh, that's silly. But it's so freeing when you yell at the top of your voice and you're in alignment and you're letting that power surge through you and you say, I have the power. That power is like electricity and it starts twinkling tick, 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 all over your body. You feel it in every DNA cell, every molecule cell. You start to feel that power and it engulfs you. And that's what you want. You want to feel the pain and do it anyway. Feel the pain and do it anyway. And people are going to look at you crazy. You're standing in your house and you're saying, I have the power. They're going to think you're crazy, but you have the power. Okay? And you're not crazy. So you want to make sure that when you are thinking about success and you're trying to be successful, it's not just in business, it's not just in your marriage, but it's in every area of your life, because regardless of whether you think so or not, every area of your life is connected. Okay? So you got to be spiritually grounded. You got to get your mind right. You got to be clear about who you are. You got to know what you want and where you want to go. So many people, when you ask them, what do you really want? What do you want? Like the Spice Girls, what do you want? What do you really, really, really want? They don't know. They don't know. They can't verbalize it. They know they want something different, but they can't tell you what it is that they want. Same with where they're going. They can't really tell you where they're going. Why? Because they haven't sat down and thought about it. They don't know where their life is headed. They don't know where their life is going. All they know is that they don't want to be where they are. But again, you're focused on what you don't want. You don't focus on what you want. Therefore, when someone says, well, what is it that you really want? You can't answer the question. Where is it that you want to go? You can't answer the question. Have you ever been in a situation and someone says, oh man, I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat. Well, where do you want to go? I don't know. Anywhere. Because they haven't thought about it. They just know that they want to eat something, but they don't know what they want to eat. And then you start saying, well, you want Chinese food? No, I don't want Chinese food. You want this? No, I don't want that. They know what they don't want, but they don't know what they want. It's crazy. Let's change that dynamic. Let's start thinking about what it is that we want. Forget about what we don't want. We don't want that, right? We say, I don't want blah, blah, blah. I don't want fill in the blank. But if you keep saying, I don't want fill in the blank, that's what your mind is focused on. So you're focused on what you don't want. And law of attraction says like attracts like. So you attract what you are. You attract who you are. You attract what you focus on. You attract what you believe in. And if you believe that you don't want this and you believe that more than you believe that you want something, guess what you're going to get? What you don't want. Because your mind is not thinking, oh, she said she didn't want this. Your mind is saying she's focusing on this, so she must want this. So focus on what you want. That is the best way to be successful in every area of your life. You have to focus. Hey, Pastor Cynthia, you have to focus on what it is that you want. Stop focusing on what you don't want. Because again, I'm going to say it again. You are saying, I don't want this. Your mind is focused on that. And your mind is not hearing, I don't want this. What your mind is saying is she keeps focusing on this thing. This is what she wants me to tell to be attracted to her. This is what she wants more of. So you keep getting more of the same stuff. You keep saying, I'm broke. I don't have money. I don't have this. I can't pay my bills. I can't do this. I'm always stumbling. This stuff always happens to me. You're focused in on the negativity of what's going on in your situation. And all of that may be true and right and all of that. You might not have enough money to pay your bills. You might always have, at the end of the month, have more money than you have money. But guess what? what? If you change the way you're thinking about it, you will start to see that that's not your focus. Your focus should be on, how do I get the money so I can pay my bills? How do I get the money so I can live the type of life that I want to live? How do I focus on that and attract that to me and attract solutions and not problems? Don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. Change your mindset. So I'm going to give you some pointers again. You need to get spiritually grounded. Change your mind. Change the way you're thinking. Get your mind right. Okay? You need to be clear about who you are. Let me just say a little bit about this, because people do this all the time. And I have to stop and say, I didn't ask you what you do. I asked you who you are. We want to say, when we go somewhere and someone says, oh, who are you? Oh, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a auntie, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a minister, I'm a blah, 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 fill in the blank, right? And we tell them everything that we do. We tell them our roles in our lives. We tell them what neighborhoods we come from. We tell them everything but who we truly are. Have you ever walked up to someone and said, who are you? And says, oh, I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm powerful, I'm intelligent, I'm wise, I'm gifted. You don't hear that kind of stuff from people. But that describes who they are, not what they do. I don't know, if you tell me I'm intelligent, I don't know what you do. You could be a janitor for all I care. I now know that you're intelligent. I know something about you. I don't know what you do, but I know something about you. That's when someone is saying, who are you? They want to know something about you. So who are you? Here's an exercise that you can do. Write on the top of the plate, on the top of a page of paper, who am I? And start writing down every adjective. Again, remember, loving, caring. Those are adjectives. Boss, chairman, lawyer, doctor, minister, coach. Those are roles. We're not talking about what you do. We're talking about who you are. Write down every adjective that you can think of, someone said about you. If they said that you were loving, write it down. They said you were caring, write it down. They said you were beautiful, write it down. They said you were wise, write it down. Everything that somebody has said about you that describes you or who you are, or what you know to be true about yourself. Know exactly who you are. Know what you want and where you're going. And then the last thing is, get the help and the support you need by investing in yourself. Listen, sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need a counselor. Sometimes you need somebody in your life that is not in your life, that can sit on the outside and look in and say, It's just like when you're watching a movie. You can tell the people in the movie how to live, right? You can, don't go up the stairs, go down, don't do that. Oh, he's not telling you the truth, lady. Don't listen to him. Oh man, we can tell the people in the movie. You know why? Because we're not wrapped up, we're not in the midst of it. We're on the outside looking so we can see all angles. That's what you need. You need somebody in your life that can see all angles, that's not afraid to tell you the truth, because that's what's going to help you. That can tell you when you're when you're straying off the path. That can help you understand where it is that you say you're trying to get to. They can help you get there because they understand how to get there. That's why you hire a coach. You hire a coach. A good coach can see your potential, and not only see your potential, but know how to train you in a way that you will be able to accomplish your goals. You will be able to accomplish the success that you say that you want. They have that bird's eye view that they can get you to hone in on the very things that you don't even know that you have, because they see it on the inside of you. And they know if you do 75 death drops a day, it's going to build up your stamina that you can go ahead and play in the game. And when you play in the game, you'll be effective. That's what a coach does, okay? So that's why you want to hire a coach. You don't want to hire someone with a big name that can't offer you anything. And I'm not saying big name coaches can't offer you anything, but sometimes we run after the shiny bright object, and the shiny bright object isn't what we need. What we need is somebody that's going to be able to really get us what we want. And just because, it might be Aunt Bessie who's starting a coaching practice, or it might be the lady down the way, hey, I am Beauty, that's starting something, and you're like, I kind of know her faults in that, but that's the best person because you know something about them, you know what they've lived through, and now they are able to help you be resilient. They're able to give you what you need because you've seen their struggles. Sometimes we go to people and we don't know their story, we don't know what they've been through, and what they're really doing is feeding you something that they hope works. But if you have seen them struggle and pull themselves up by the bootstraps, hey, Ronnie, you know that they have what it is. They have an answer to something because they pulled themselves out. People come to me, they're like, I remember when you were struggling, girl, you wasn't mentally sane. There was something going on. But now look at you, girl. That's the person you want to go to because she been through something. You seen her go through it. And if she can make it out of the mess she was in, surely she can help me out of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I may not be the right coach for you, but find someone that you can identify with. Find someone that is successful in the area that you're trying to work on and let them help you and show you the way. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Get the help and the support that you need. Invest in yourself. If you truly believe that you have the power and that you're going to be something great and that you have something to give to the world, then find somebody that sees that same potential in you and let that person pull it out of you. Okay? So that's everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much. I am Coach Linda Hillman. I am a transformation empowerment coach, and I want you to get from the pain of your past to your purpose, and I do it and I do it intentionally and intelligently. I do it both. But I want you to understand that because so many of us are struggling with areas in our lives that we don't have to struggle, but we're too proud to ask for help. We're too proud to pay $40. We're too proud to pay $500, $200. We won't even pay $2 to help ourselves. And then we wonder why year after year after year after year, we're finding ourselves in the same circumstances, in the same situations, and we're not moving forward. Well, you're not moving forward because you don't really want to move forward. When you really want to move forward, you will do anything and everything that you can think of to get yourself out of that situation. So many of us, we don't want to pay it. We don't want to work. We don't want to pay for it. We just want everything to come to us free. And guess what? Sometimes free is not good enough. Because when somebody is giving you something for free, it's either one or two things. It's something that they don't need anymore. And they're like, here, you can have it. Because it's junk to them. Even though it might be a treasure to you, it's junk to them. And so you get it and it's all broke down and you're trying to utilize it. And you know how we do. You don't know how we do. Not everybody gives away the best stuff. I've learned to change my mindset in thinking as a coach, I'm not going to give you just the what and hopefully you figure out the how and the why. No, I'm going to give you the what, the how, and the why because I want you to understand that I got so much on the inside of me that I can help you with that what I'm giving to you is just the tip of the iceberg. I go deep, baby. I can go deep, deep, deep. So I don't have to hoard it. I don't have to, I can't tell you this. I want to tell you, but I can't. I don't have to do that because I can tell you and you can come back tomorrow and I have something totally brand new. I have something different because I'm ever growing, I'm ever changing, I'm ever evolving into who it is that I'm supposed to be. I'm ever learning lessons. And so I've always got information at my fingertips. So I don't have to be, let me hold on to this because this is all I know. If I tell you guys this, I mean, I got, I don't know, like 40, 50 books like this filled with information. Please. Somebody better ask somebody. So I don't have to hold on to what's in this book. I can tell you everything in this book and still got 59 other books. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all get it. Get this information and follow it. Get it. Let me tell you what the steps are. Get spiritually grounded. Get your mind right. Be clear on who you are. Know what you want and where you want to go. That's huge. Knowing who you are and knowing what you want and where you want to go, those two things are huge. And it's not always easy, because I can tell you right now, what do you want to eat right now? Right now, hey, Dr. Finch, what do you want? What do you want to eat right now? Tell me what you want. And if I'm standing there in front of you, most of you say, I don't know, I just want something to eat. Well, what do you want? You want Chinese? No, I don't want Chinese. You want Mexican? I don't want Mexican. Oh, you want Italian? No, I don't want Mexican. What do you want? What do you want? See, we focus on what we don't want so much, we don't even know when someone asks us what we want, we don't even know how to answer it. So know who you are, know what you want, and know where you want to go. And then get help and support by investing in yourself. That means you may have to spend a little bit of money investing in yourself. Investing in yourself. It means you may have to pay that $97. You may have to pay that $197, that $297, that $1,097, that $1,597. You might have to pay that. You might have to spend a little bit of money. But the thing about this is you want to get a return on your investment, right? But if you're not willing to invest, how can you expect a return? If I went up to Microsoft and been like, look, I know I didn't buy no shares, but I want a return on my investment because I've been a customer since 1987, so I want a return in my investment. They gonna look at me and be like, girl, buy some shares and then you'll get some. Invest something and you'll get a return on your investment. That's why it's called return on investment. Return on investment. It ain't a return on nothing. It's a return on investment. You got to invest something, right? So invest in yourself. Who better than you? What greater return could you have on an investment than to invest in you and then see yourself be successful, then see yourself reach the goals that you say you want to reach and be who you say you are and do what you say you want to do and go where you say you want to go. That's the greatest return. That's the investment that keeps on giving. I'm just saying. So I'm out of here. Again, I am Coach Linda Hillman. I am a transformation empowerment coach. I help you move from the pain of your past to your purpose, and I do it intentionally because only those that can see the invisible can achieve the impossible, and I want you to dare to be you now. Now stands for new opportunities waiting. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Opportunity is knocking. What you gonna do?